kind of a neat perspective. Although, I think I need some help up here. I think. Yeah, can you just there you go. Some hair. Yeah, there you go.
You used to like hair gel.
Yeah,
or something?
well, we're used to hair. Yeah, I put some hair gel in. Well, yeah. I put some hair gel. I thought I better dress up, for people, as best as I can, That's better. How's that? As best as I can,
Oh, Graham.
That's better. How's that?
Jared Khalif.
That's better.
Oh,
hello.
God, that's hard.
What?
You look like a peacock.
What? Yeah, that's good though. But how's that? If I spread it out like that, is that better?
Oh, God.
How's that? If I spread it out. Oh, look at that! Look at that!
No, that's hideous.
It's like a flock of seagulls. And I ran so far away. There you go. Better. This is all about my hair. This is Stargate hair follicle rising, basically. Very mad scientist. Oh, good. Okay, so you need headphones. So we're still doing a little bit of setup, but I thought while we were doing setup, we could probably just pop in and answer a few questions and that kind of stuff. I'm trying it with these glasses because they're much better at close up, but then it makes it a little difficult when I go far away. So let's see what we've got here. I thought I would get our little lights going on the Stargate, because we want to do that for sure. I don't want to do that.
I need to test. I need
Don't
to see
do
if I
that.
can hear stuff.
You need to what?
I need to see if I can hear stuff.
Okay, you're going to hear stuff? Very good. That's going to connecting. We're now going to execute our event horizon light pattern. Ready? Is it working?
It's very close to the camera, so you can't see it.
Yeah, it's true. Let me see if I can go a little bit. What if I go a little... Can I go a little further back? Is there a way to do that? Do you get a little bit better sense of it now? Yeah.
Now you get a little bit better?
Is that a little better? What do you think of that? There you go, a little touch of it at the top. It's not bad. How do we think? Everybody, what do you think? You got it working. Angry educator.
Tweet again?
Yes. What was that?
Should we tweet again?
Oh, should we tweet again? I guess we should. Just let everybody know that we're starting. Does that make sense? Morning from the upside down that is Australia. Or is it us that are upside down, really? I mean, compared to you wonderful folks. God, I love Australia. I just want to say, I freaking love Australia. Oh, good. We got John Fastlane. I mean, following your 3D printing tweets for COVID protective equipment. What equipment are you printing? Are you accepting donations for those of us who don't have printers but want to help out? John Fastlane, there's a lot of stuff on that. I've just found out. You know what? Let me address it in a second because let me get this set up and then we'll be ready to go. Baz and I should probably take a photo so everyone knows that we're about to start. Don't you think? Are you photo ready? Here we go. Can I get behind the gate? Oh my gosh! Wait a second. Here, Baz, get in there. Can we get a little bit of gate in there? Oh, wait a sec. I can't. Baz, move a little bit over that way. There you go. Look at that. That's got both of us. What do you think? You guys are all a part of our selfie. Baz, where are you looking? Oh, now what? Woohoo! I don't know how to... You got to do a few, don't you?
Oh, sure.
No? I don't know. Let's see if we got one. Okay, we're checking. You're all a part of this. You can help us decide which photo to put up. I think we should... Oh, no, that didn't work very well. Not so good. Not that... Better. Oh, fantastic. I think that's the one to go with. Yeah, I think we could do this. Going live with this...
Nice hair, Dad.
That's quite nice. Okay, good. I'm doing this one.
He has better hair than he had before.
It's true.
God, his old
Luckily, my hair design person was right here to help me. It was an emergency. Okay. I panicked and I thought I feel like I should, present. Well, I don't know if this is presenting better particularly, but let's just say I'm washed.
Jack.
I'm clean. Jack Jassera. Jack, I'm sorry I haven't got back to you yet. I would love to do an art stream, but and we should definitely do that. I just haven't figured out anything yet. All right, here we go. That's a good shot. That's just kind of fun. Okay. Let's see. I just want to let everybody know what's happening so nobody gets left out. Hair design person? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, a wall fan. Very good. Tidphil, very good. Hello, Bucky21659. You guys doing to play the episode on stream? We can't play the episode because then we'll all go to jail. So what we'll do is we'll start our episode. You can start watching at home, or basically we'll just chat along the entire time anyway.
I would watch at home.
You would watch at home? I would.
Then you know what's going on.
Oh, I'd highly recommend that. Baz highly recommends that. Okay, I'm just going to throw up this... I'm just going to throw up this link so everyone's got it, so there's no one's going to get missing out.
Tedious waffle.
It's what? What's hideous?
Tedious waffle says whenever Whenever y'all say hi to Jack Jazzer, I get really confused because my real name is Jack.
Do you say hi back?
Hi.
Hello. Hi.
Hi.
All right. Stargate viewing party.
Oh, and also we
Starts-
are watching the second part of
Initiated. Yes?
Stargate, Atlantis, pilot, season 1, episode 1, everything.
What? Everything what? So it's Stargate. It's SGA.
Why does it go
The
season
pilot
0
episode.
to season 2?
Isn't that weird? So season 0, maybe they're doing it. Maybe there's a secret season we don't know about.
Hello, everyone.
Initiated. Hello, everybody. I'm going to say a proper hello in a second. I just want to make sure that I get this all sent out to everybody so nobody gets left out. I do not want people being left out.
Dad, could you do like a curvy Stargate like this?
A curvy Stargate?
Yeah.
You could. There'll be like a train track. Wouldn't be very good as a circle, though, would it? How would you create the event horizon if it was all? Still, it'd be like a nether portal, wouldn't it? So I don't want that. I want Instagram now to do this one. Sorry, folks. I'm just going to do a little post here just to make sure that everybody knows. Everybody knows. All right. So we got this. Ooh, I can put a filter on it and make it look even prettier. Okay, here we go. Paste. Okay. And share. And now you have
Thank
my
you for the sub,
undivided
Third Eye
attention.
Sub.
Third Eye Storytelling, thank you very much for your sub. And thank you for joining us just about every day so far. Jared, sadly, there's no way to make it line up perfectly. Everyone's version is slightly different. Yes, this is the problem. So apparently Hulu lopped bits out of it.
Yeah, like the dad's cat scene was gone.
I can't believe that. I feel like someone should do like a little montage of just the pieces that are missing from the online version of this. So we'll do what we can. Chobo Kanin, hello. Hello, everybody. I'm watching on Prime Video. Tina SG1, welcome. Wait a sec, Prime Video has it as well? Oh, that's cool. Just popped in to say, hey, watching my own movie, Outlander 2008. So I hope the stream goes well. Well, enjoy your movie.
Dad, 2008.
Yeah, I know, 2008. I was just goofing around. I'm so sorry. That was obviously dad humor. Okay, Gamer. I remember trying to watch SG1 with someone before, but their version was accelerated. Yeah, no, it does do some weird thing. Devs Plays here. Oh my gosh, we had a lot of people here. Yeah. Oh, really? So apparently Bucky says that the Hulu, Netflix, Amazon Prime versions suck. Look, why don't I, 3 hours later, this on one screen, Minecraft on the other, first time here, hello, 3 hours later. Well, enjoy, 3 hours later. Welcome. There's a bunch of people who haven't been here before. I don't recognize a lot of names. I do recognize Darling Clementine. I do recognize Xenos. Thank you, Xenos and Clementine, for coming by. Ugly Pig Beast, we've seen you before. Welcome. Karem, of course. Pac Mom, lovely Pac Mom. Who else we got? Well, we got all sorts of it. Third Eye Storytelling's been here before. Chobo Cabin, McCluning, Ruby K, James Gurney. Oh no, new people, says James Gurney. We are all about the new people on these on the Stargate streams. Not everyone is a gamer fan, but it seems everybody's a Stargate fan. So we're here. What do we got? Funzy A Go says that it's the first time here. Well, hello and welcome. Starscream. DH Phoenix. Oh my gosh, I can't. You know what? I give up. I can't get this many names in here. But look, thank you. I should probably start by saying this is about my Patreons. This is about the people who subscribe to this Twitch channel. This is a thank you for making my Tech Bandits possible. And the Tech Bandits are moving online. I did 3 online sessions last week.
I was there for
and
2 of them.
Baz was there for 2 of them. Strong-armed in. It was not horrible, right?
No, not that bad.
It wasn't that bad, apparently. So education, not that bad. So
No, education is bad.
oh no, it was no education. It was all just fun.
It was all just
Yeah, it was tricking kids into learning stuff, basically. So the idea is science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. I want to get kids excited about stuff. I want to give them things that inspire them to go on and become genius scientists like Rodney Mckay. And I think this is the best way to do it. So I just wanted to say thank you by just sort of saying by doing this for our fellow Stargate fans. So I will definitely prioritize as much as possible those people who've been with us as Patreons and as subscribers, or I'll try to. Baz is going to help me out by figuring out who's a subscriber and who's not here, right, Baz? You can help me out.
Sorry.
Okay.
And
And
you can't really, I don't think
what's the?
you're able to join
could
the
we-
class that we have.
Oh no, not yet. I mean, there's a way. I've been filming them, so I'm hoping to
Awesome.
maybe
Arc is
put
awesome.
to make something available for people. This, by the way, is the usual chaos that is our streams. We normally do some gaming,
Thank you,
chatting,
Patty.
all that kind of stuff. But today, Patty Key, thank you. But today we will be focusing on some Stargate. In particular, the second part of the pilot episode, Rising, going way back. Way back. Baz Bratlett over here has not seen these. He has never seen these. So he's going to stop making noises throughout in the background.
Sorry.
And it's what day 5? What day are we on the quarantine?
I don't even know the third track.
What is it? Day
Probably day,
Day 5.
It's not day 5.
Yeah, and he's ready. You
I
got to
think
kill me
it's
as
day
well.
7.
Is it day 7?
It's day
Oh,
7.
forget it. It's over. It's over. It's the end of the world as we know
Day
it.
infinity.
Come for the games and Stargate. Stay for the ADD, ADHD craziness. It's true. John Fastlane. Very, very true. Tina SG1, hello. Okay, so are we ready to rock and roll? Should we start? Do you want to do a little recap?
Says, Baz, is it weird to see your dad acting? No, unless he dies or kisses someone else.
What? Really? You don't have to... Oh, wait.
No.
Wait till we get further into these...
No,
these
Dad,
seasons.
it's just weird.
It's
Because
what-
I'm like, Mom,
Dad's kissing someone else.
Kissing someone.
Yep. It's, it happened. Well, look, the funny thing is that Jane was around while we were doing this. Sorry, I'm just going to release my headphones from the little
Release
trap,
the headphones.
from the rat's nest of cables that it is. So here we go.
Season 5 gonna scar.
I know,
What
it's
do
so
you
true.
mean?
And Angry Educator. Season 5 gonna scar the boy.
Wait, what do you mean?
Mom was okay with it. You know that Mom actually stood in for some stuff. Like when Amanda was... Amanda had just had her kid when we were doing Underwater. Oh my gosh. Come on, David.
Kim Michael says, and it's Paul.
And Paul. There's Paul, too. That's true. But I've for some reason, the name of the episode has escaped me. But possibly because it was 15 years ago. But Grace Under Pressure. Thank you, Stuka. So Grace Under Pressure, when Amanda went off to breastfeed, poor Jane would leap into the giant pool and do off camera for me with stuff. And it was then she realized that she doesn't want to act. So hopefully we can put Baz through the same thing, so he won't either.
Timestamp, Dad.
Timestamp. Let's see where we're at.
42 minutes left, and if it's
Yeah. So
hour and
let's.
29
You know what? I may
minutes.
have to change back to my other glasses because I realized that the
I don't
monitor is
have
kind of far
glasses.
away.
I left them upstairs. No, I can't see what's in
Well,
front
go
of me.
grab them. Go grab your glasses quickly. I'm going to grab
too
my
lazy
glasses.
to.
Everybody grab your glasses. What do I do with my glasses?
I don't know.
Oh, this is weird.
I'm
though.
also kind of hungry.
Get out of here. Go get your stuff. Quick.
That's okay.
No, you don't want to go in the middle. So go get your glasses now. Quick. You got to keep a keen eye. My performance is so
Well,
subtle.
I
You don't want to
don't
miss
know
it.
to see.
Go get your glasses.
I don't want.
Go get them. All right. Little parenting skills here. I got to watch this later when I'm not at work. Oh, our zombie. Well, you know what? Look. It will be available on Twitch. I think I've been copying them over to YouTube as well, so you should be able to see that. Just bought the episode to watch it with you because I couldn't find my DVDs. Okay, so Shkuni, you've got the right idea then, because I've got it on iTunes, and iTunes seems to be like the full version. We're gonna start. Let me just see exactly where we are. I want to find like a good point. So this is. I feel like we should start during the attack, should we not? Because that's roughly when it stopped. For everyone else. So that would be at 46 minutes 30 in the iTunes version. And we are just finishing up Taylor and Shepard's little chat before the Wraith attack. Oops! Spoilers! All right. Some overlap from last time would not be bad to give us a context. Okay, so why don't I go back to the beginning of that chat then? Why don't I do that?
I stole a granola bar.
Those are the apocalypse
Mom
food.
said I could have a granola bar.
She did?
I said I'm having a granola
No,
bar.
you put the-
No, I said I'm having a granola bar, and
We're
she
supposed
went,
to be saving those
"Uh-huh."
for the apocalypse.
No, but she said I'm
All right,
having.
give me a bite. All right, so let's
We're
go.
not watching it on that screen, are we?
Yeah, that's the point.
But now I'm not going to be able to see it because that's too... No. Can we watch it on?
I'm sorry, would you like some cheese with that wine?
Yes, please.
We can't put it on this screen because then I can't do the chat. So I think this is better.
Here you go. You can have a bite. You can nibble. That's too much.
Oh, ASMR. Look, right here.
No, Dad. You need the crunch sound when you
ASMR.
first get it in, so you're like...
That's what I said, like, save the granola peanut butter bars. That's the whole point. All right. So, GH Phoenix just made polenta. It's already the apocalypse. Ruby K says it's okay because we're already in the apocalypse. Okay, great. I hope everyone is well. We do make a lot of apocalyptic jokes because, frankly, I don't know any other way of dealing with it. I would love to have a serious chat at some point about 3D printing masks, sewing masks, folding at home, things we can do. Are you ASMRing in the background? Do not chew into the mic, says TDS Waffle. People pay big money for that. Oh my God, Soda Crafter.
5 gifted subs.
Holy moly. People are being gifted soda. Thank you very much. Oh my gosh. Yes, folding at home. I have heard concerns about these 3D printed masks, about whether they could even be used by the hospital. I've also heard that we may not even be able to donate things to the hospital because the hospital is supposed to be using supplies that are provided by health providers. Or health companies or medical related companies. But at the same time, I'm also having doctors get in contact with me saying, like, you got a 3D printer, can you print something for us? We've got nothing. We're about to have nothing. So I'm really torn as to what I should or shouldn't be doing at this point. I don't want to be sending out masks that are going to hurt people, but I also don't want to do any. I also don't want to not do anything. I don't want to not do anything. I want to make sure I do something. I can play easy way of saying it. Everyone says shields are better, but the problem is I'm not being asked for shields. I'm being asked for N95 masks. That's what people seem to need the most. I totally understand that shields are of use to people, but that is not what Toronto doctors are asking for right now. If that is different, then people should let me know as best as possible. I think it is shocking, though, just for a second, I think it is shocking that North America, between Canada and America, that we are running out of this stuff? That is nuts. What the hell? Anyways, let's not focus on that. Let's focus on some Stargate Atlantis. I'm starting...
Granola bars.
And granola bars. We're starting at 46:19. We are about to have a conversation between Taylor and Shepard. So should we dive in? Ready to go? Got headphones? Let's just test to make sure that we can hear. Let me just double check this here. I need to use this. I've got so many computers going. Okay, ready? Woo, that's loud!
Oh my God,
that's so loud!
Oh my God!
It's really loud!
It was a scream!
Okay, let's go.
Oh my God, try it again.
Yeah, I gotta just turn the volume down a little bit. Okay. Yes. Is anyone on Amazon that can help with where they're at? Okay. So the attack. Let's go pre-attack then. Should we do that? Let's do this. Okay. So we've just finished up with. All right. Let's start here then. Okay. So this is. Can we do a screen grab for them or something? I can't get it from this computer to that computer. Okay. Right now, I am at 45:35. Let me give you a quote. Okay, Shepard is at the DHD. DHD in the foreground. Shepard is just about to say something. They are standing in front of the gate. We are 45.
Big twisty thingy underneath. Small twisty thingy that you put thingy finger on button and it turns the big twisty thingy to twisty into blue.
Quarantine has failed. That is a DHD. That is a dial home device. That is what controls the Stargate. You know, you make fun of it, you're going to have a lot of angry little chitty chatters in here. So, we got a hype train going. I still haven't...
Too much granola bars.
I haven't quite figured... Yeah, that's right, the sugar. He's hit the sugar. So, okay, so foreground DHD, background, beautiful Stargate. We've got 3 soldiers standing in place. One of them is Ford. We are about to start. Timeout. Okay, Michael just giving you a timeout. Okay, are we ready? Here we go. Arrowsbane is enjoying that look. Darling Clementine's asking what episode we're watching.
We're watching
darling.
episode.
It's Atlantis Rising.
1 and 2.
Atlantis Rising. It was a 2-parter or a 2-hour movie, depending on how you look at it. And our version is the 2-hour movie, basically.
No, ours is
So we are watching
an
the
hour and a
second part of the pilot episode, the first episode. Okay, all right. Oh, on Amazon it's episode 2. There you go. And let it run on the feed. If you're using OBS, you should clip the timestamp and let it run on the feed. How do you even do that? I don't even know how to do that.
How do you clip the timestamp? Because I am on OBS.
Yeah, he's got OBS running for us to stream right now. That's what's confusing. Do you have your subtitles on? I don't have subtitles on. Hulu episode 2 as well.
Thank you, Jen.
Okay, so it's episode 2 on Hulu. It's episode 2 on Amazon by the sound of it. Rising part 2 for Amazon viewers. Okay, everyone all synced up. I'm going to start this. Skip the intro, takes you to 102. Okay, so let's just see how this works. I will walk you through what's happening as we speak, okay? Here we go.
Oh, wait, we're watching it.
Major Shepard, this is Colonel Sumner. Shepard's out of radio range.
Where the
How
hell
is he? The Terminator's talking. Oh, the Stargate started
Twisty,
dialing.
Twisty!
No, Stargate.
Sorry.
Started to dial. That's first chevron. Oh, incoming Wraith. Incoming Wraith. Okay, here we go. That holds up really well, I gotta say.
What was that? What are those?
Those are like Wraith darts.
What?
Oh, Wraith darts. They cause chaos later.
Oh, thank
So
you,
the Wraith,
Spinnerbreaker, for the 300 bets, yeah?
the Wraith will fly those ships, and now they will attack all those little people.
And what are Wraith? I'll see.
Take cover. Here we go. Okay, so they're under attack. People are tripping over things before they've even been shot at. Here we go. Oh, and now we're going to have a nice casual chat between Taylor and Shepard. But she senses the Wraith. She senses it.
Wrath.
What is it? Wraith!
The Wraith.
Oh, yeah.
I like
Kill him,
that.
Rachel. Go get him.
Thank you for the sub with Twitch Prime.
Thank you very much, Sea Shuffle. Okay, leave him. There's Heyerdahl. You could actually see his face before he became a Wraith. All right. Here we go.
Arrow's Bane. Aw, today's the day Bachelor's about Wraith.
Wraith. You've not seen Wraith before?
Never.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! This is his first Wraith.
I didn't even know what
He
a
will
Wraith
learn.
is.
Oh, look out! Oh, he zapped him. He got him. He's got 2. They just beamed up 2.
What does that do? They got 3 people, Dad.
They got 3? My math was never good. Sumner is shooting at them. Oh.
Wait, Dad, what does that
He's freaking
beam
out.
thingy do?
Ooh. Wait a sec. What's this?
A ghost.
Oh, they mess with their minds. I forgot this part. Did they sort of give up on that? What was that whole weird spooky stuff?
Wait, Dad.
Yeah.
Wait, what does the Wraith, what does the beam thingy do?
Ah, okay. Do we want to stop and we can explain this to Baz?
I'll ask it after a little bit.
You want to wait for a bit? Okay, all right. The beam thing beams them up to their ship where they can be used as something. Spoiler alert.
Thank you for the emotes.
Okay, I don't understand. We never did. I forgot about this. We never did those little spooky things anymore. Someone's going to have to explain that to me. I don't remember that.
Is she controlled by a Wraith?
Jared Khalif doesn't know where we are. Do not trust something. You will see things that aren't there.
Do not trust the Wraith. They can make you see things that are not there.
Are not there. There you go. They kind of gave up on that. Okay. Sumner is being attacked right now. Just for those of you who don't know where we are. Concentrate your fire on the ships is the line. Fire at the ships, says Sumner.
Fire on the ships.
Fire on the ships. They've all got the P90s. Ah, I missed the P90s.
I love the P90s. But there were only 3 that came out of the gate. Oh, Rodney.
Oh, nice. 1 down. They just blew up one. Ah, and Sumner has been taken.
Wait.
Oh, they're trying
to. Main character?
Oh my gosh, they got
Taylor.
They got Taylor, but not Shouldn't Shepard have saved her?
Wait, but does
Did he
that
not...
mean Taylor and people are going to be evil?
You'll see.
Is there a way to, like,
You'll
derate
see.
the time?
Wow.
Spinny thing.
Gate's coming on again. Here we go. Ship's approaching. Wow. See, now we can just take a photo. We could just take a selfie. There we go. So the event horizon, this light that I'm trying to do here, is the light of those chevrons and the that sort of puddly thing at the front.
Oh, so their mission was to get
Wow.
Taylor.
I don't think they had a mission. They're Well, you'll see.
Their goal was to get to Halo?
You'll see. Ooh, that is a cool shot. Oh, Wraith arm. I forgot about this. You shot it? He shot the arm?
Why would you shoot an arm?
It's just a child. Let him go.
He's a wraith. It's a wraith.
It's a child.
It's a wraith.
Who needs a child? It's not, What is that? What is the shooting? I'm not sure I understand the shooting of the arm.
Is that a wraith? It's a wraith, isn't it?
No, it's a child. It's a child. They're just
shoot it!
Okay, should we stop? We've just had the attack. They just had the attack. Okay. This episode is so good, John Fastlane. You are so true. Jet Black Pope, hello. Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you. Tier 2. Holy moly. We better be good. Okay, so we've just had the attack. Is there anything we should be explaining to Bradley?
Shoot the child!
Shoot the child. Baz, not helpful. Not helpful in an emergency situation.
So are the beamy thingies?
Yeah.
Are the beamy thingies the things that that take them and then they take them back to their home to like bzz and control them?
Ooh, you're gonna. That's interesting.
And is the child the wraith? Is he gonna?
I think you should put that ball away because it's making lots of farty sounds
Sorry.
in the microphone. Well, you'll have to see that, but basically, so you've had a hint of the wraith. What I find interesting is I had completely forgotten that when we first started the show, the wraith were given this ability to make you see things that weren't there, which were really kind of cool. I like all that wispy stuff. We sort of gave up on that pretty quick, I guess. I'm trying to think when the...
Maybe it's too expensive with all the CG.
It's possible, yeah. That is interesting, though. I wonder why they dropped it. So Just Random Geek says the Phantoms come back as an occasional plot point. See, I don't remember that, which is so funny. Yeah, it's interesting. Okay, so Baz has got an interesting theory. He thinks they're gonna turn them into wraith.
Well, that's what they do, right? Or wait,
You
or
don't
is
know?
that the Gua'uld who take the people?
Right.
Are the Gua'uld the little people that
Oh,
go like
boy.
bzz, bzz, and they take people over? Or is that the race
The
that goes...
The Goa'uld are a different race, and they have symbiotes. They have these like worm
Yeah,
things.
so they're the ones that take over the people. Then what do the race
Well,
do?
they live together. They work together. But, well, they don't really work
Gua'uld
together.
and
I guess
race
that's-
work together?
No, oh my God. Okay, stop asking questions. There's too many. Yes, Third Eye Storytelling. Baz has never seen SGA. This is the only way I can make him do it, is if I tell him it's a Twitch stream. Maybe only certain hives can use the Phantom ability. That's cool. The little people like in Willow, says Mr. Deadly Eugen. He hasn't. This is freaking adorable. That's so funny. He's not adorable at all. Stop it. What do the Wraith do? It's true. What do the Wraith do? We'll have to figure it out.
What do the Wraith
I'm already getting warm.
Why would they want to take them if they don't do anything?
Well,
like
they're going to
the
do
Gua'uld?
something. But let's just say we're kind of like the...
Do you get taken? Do you turn into a wraith?
You'll find out.
Are you still a wraith?
I think, wait a second, one of the... You're still a wraith. I think one of the books that was written, I don't know if it's fan fiction or whether it was an actual official book,
Yeah.
Mckay becomes a wraith, doesn't he? Yeah, he's a wraith in...
Dude.
David is a wraith in real life. Shh! Don't tell him. Don't tell the child. All right, sorry. Yeah.
Wait, that's what they do?
That's it. Nope, never mind. No.
Hands.
They have those horrible hands. Anyways, okay, so...
Wait, so if he put that dead hand, would that dead hand like touch his foot and then he'd die?
Well, that's interesting because that's something else they didn't play with. Like, we never partially killed a...
You partially
kill
kill
wraith.
people when you do that?
Well, no, but I mean, there was like a hand crawling by itself,
Can you
right?
kill a wraith?
You can kill a wraith, obviously, because we just blew off his hand. But does that mean the rest of him's still walking around? I don't know. Good question.
Does he still have arms and legs?
Fandemonium Books, Legacy Series. Thank you very much, Monica Lake. So that's the one that... so that's the one where I get turned into a wraith, apparently. I mean, certain characters may or may not kind of become a wraith, says Tedious Waffle. They might. Look, I'm going to get to a couple of Patreon questions that came up now, if you don't mind.
Wraiths turn people into zombies.
Who's ruining it? Oh, I see. Okay, never mind. Okay, Deb's play. That's fine. Just stop people using mobile phones while they walk.
Now that I know, they do turn them into zombies.
To stop them from using cell phones.
Because you had such a...
Okay, I'm on my phone to look up the Patreon questions that have come up. So let me have a look here. Let me start.
Can other wraiths...
Oh my God, are you ever going to stop talking?
Wraiths that turn people into wraiths turn more people
You haven't
into
said that.
wraiths?
You haven't said that. We haven't said anything about that yet. Okay, here we go. Got some questions.
But
Okay, so Brittany Bington is very happy that we get to do part 2 so soon. I feel bad that it's taken this long, to be honest.
Like a month.
It's taken an apocalypse to come and get me to do the second part. I'm sorry we don't have Jane here, by the way. Jane is rather frazzled and busy right now. So, yeah. Okay, so the next one is Brittany Bytington again. Okay, Fanish Foible. I listened to the DVD commentary of this episode since our last stream of part 1, and something Martin Wood, who directed it, mentioned in the scene where you asked Joe if he knows how many possible gate addresses there could be with a given set of symbols got me wondering. He said there were some questions about how Mckay would interact with Shepard here, whether Mckay would be more antagonistic than we see, which given how he was previously depicted was very likely. So was this a holdover from the Ingram version, and what are your thoughts on how the show might have been different without the camaraderie between the leads? Well, as much as one could have with Mckay. I don't know what you mean by that. So good question, Bertley. Definitely the first 2 episodes, or the first 2-hour episode, was written for Ingram. Was written to be an African-American astrophysicist, who I think still had a little bit of attitude, but not nearly the kind of, should we say, he didn't have the Mckay, if you know what I mean. So when it was decided to have me back in that role, there was no time for a full rewrite. So there were some tweaks, I think, but there was never a sort of a full Mckay pass that I'm aware of. So a lot of the responses are way more subdued or a little bit off, I would say. It's funny watching the first part of last episode. There were a few interactions where I was like, "Oh my god, I just let that go," or I didn't sass him on that. I'm amazed. So I do think that there's a lot of Ingram holdover here. I think if they were to redo the Atlantis episode with Mckay as Mckay from the very beginning, there'd be very, very different interactions here. My hunch is there would probably be a lot more friction between Shepard and Mckay to start that could then sort of begrudgingly turn into a friendship, as opposed to more than a friendship. Well, more than a friendship. We could have been together
like that one episode
in another galaxy. We could have been.
No, I mean like that one episode.
What episode? What are you talking about?
The one where you get controlled by the lady!
Oh, you haven't seen that one?
No, but you guys keep talking about it.
They keep talking about it. I'm trying to stop.
You always talk.
I'm trying to stop from spoilers.
Oh.
Okay, so that's a great question, Bertley. Thank you. I hope I've basically answered that one. I don't see Bertley in here. I hope Bertley's not missing out on this. Okay, so I'm gonna answer another one. That was a long one, so I might go for what do we got here? Okay. Not a Stargate question. Okay. That's fine. Ada Russell says, not a Stargate question, but I was wondering why. I was wondering anyway. I saw Elevated the other day, and it made me wonder, has Vincenzo ever not killed you or taken your body parts? Okay, so that's a good question. Vincenzo Natali is a very, very, very old friend of mine. We've been making films since we were... Well, he was started much earlier, but I was about 13 when we hooked up and started doing films together, and he's a lifelong friend, brilliant, brilliant man, writer, director, just a lovely human being. But yes, he's basically killed me in some most horrible way in just about everything we do.
What's the most horrible way Vincenzo has killed you?
I'm trying to think what the worst death that he's given me is. I don't want to ruin anything, but Cube was not a pretty one. Cube was pretty wretched.
What happened?
I was killed by a door handle. Yeah. Although being killed by a
don't stop.
Genetically modified.
Don't move on. How do you get killed by a door handle?
How? You gotta watch that movie too. I guess we better do a Cube watch session as well. Jonas SHS, you're welcome. This is the least we can do, honestly, and especially during such troubled times, should we say? I think this is just another, what is it? Thanks for posting the Discord. Oh, are we on Discord as well? Should we be doing Discord as well? I think we're having a hard enough time keeping up with the stream chat, for that matter. So what do we got here? Were you about to talk about Splice? I was about to say yes. One of the other deaths, I suppose, was being flung into a tree by a genetically modified female turned male. So yeah, there's definitely some odd things.
Is that the weird stuffy I have upstairs?
Yeah, Baz has a Dren stuffy. So basically, that weird little creature from.
Can I get it?
Yeah, if you want to. Don't forget to take your headphones off, otherwise you'll drag everything with you. You just like walk off and all the computers and everything. I love how excited he is about this, and I really thank you for your patience with this. I know you all know far more about the show than he does, but I take great joy in sort of sharing this with you guys. I shouldn't say guys, with you people, with you humans, because I know there's many women as well as men. Oh man, a Dren Stuffy. It's pretty creepy. All right, father-son time, as Scarlett says. Okay, I'm going to answer one more question while he's off. Karem. Nope, Karem just says, can't wait. All right, so who else we got? Jared, awesome. I'm really excited, although we should standardize on what to watch. Yes, getting out of sync. I'm afraid there's really no way around that unless we all watch the iTunes version. I don't want you all running off and buying that. I just got it because it's a nice, clean version, and strangely, I don't have the entire series.
Chicken.
Do you have it?
Featherless chicken is here.
It is. Look at that. That's the Dren Stuffy from why on earth they thought anybody would be collecting.
I am.
But you are, yes, indeed. That's probably a collector's item, you know.
Really?
Yeah, don't drool on it at night. It's looking a bit dirty, too, actually, now I think about it.
Where?
Well, the legs are looking a bit.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, point being is that's been around the world a few times. There was something quite funny about having that as Baz's stuffed animal when he was a much younger child. There was like people had teddy bears and cute little fuzzy things. He had Dren. All right, so what do we got? Karem, Jared, Pac Mom. Okay. Oh, Pac Mom saved a few. Okay, so I'm just gonna answer a couple more questions and then we can go. Okay, so next. I remember a YouTube video of you talking about buying a house. You mentioned talking to the neighbors. Did everyone take it in stride that an actor had moved into the neighborhood, or did they even know you, or did they even know who you were? Did they know I could read?
Some people knew.
How did you get such unique billing for your name in SGA? David Hewlett as Rodney Mckay. And where, as everyone else, just got their name? Honestly, I kept wondering what the heck made this guy, me, so special to get the special name recognition. Oh, man. Okay, so good questions. First off, I've had a bunch of interesting places. We've lived in a bunch of interesting places. One of the most interesting neighbors' story was that for a period of time, Katie Sackhoff and myself lived on the same street in the same tiny little place called Point Roberts. Like there's maybe 500 people in this area. It's and it's protected by the Canadian-U.S. border. So basically, you have to have dual citizenship to live there or even get in there in most cases. So for a little while there, Katie and I had houses on exactly the same street, looking out over exactly the same beautiful vista. She was obviously doing more work than I was because I never saw her. But yeah, that was quite amusing. We became like the sci-fi row in Point Roberts for a while there. Here there's been I think very quickly we found a number of people on our street here in Toronto or in the surrounding area who had seen the show and who said hi. Some of whom have become very, very good friends of ours. Yeah, people don't usually click in right away when I'm interacting with them. They see often when I'm from afar, people seem to have a better time recognizing me than when I'm actually talking to them. They sort of I think they second guess who I am, if that makes sense. But I'm always amazed and delighted, frankly.
We've had a lot of like subway people.
Oh yeah, it's
that
true.
Have been, like, and just have been like staring at Dad and me like for like. There was this one person I remember when I was in like grade 3 or something.
Yeah.
This one person was sitting on the chair and he had his back and he was like looking at you. Do you remember that?
Yeah, yeah.
He was looking at you with like a really weird face, and then he went. And then he initiated. As we started talking to us when
move a little bit in so people could
see. Sorry,
yeah.
When we had to get off.
Mm.
And he said, "Are you Rodney Mckay?" And he was like, "Yeah." It's like, all right. And he was like.
Yeah, I didn't know what to do, really.
Yeah.
It's lovely. It's delightful. I mean, and I'll put this out there. If people do see me around, say hi. I mean, I get tweets every so often saying, like, oh, I saw you, but I didn't want to say anything. And it's like, I love saying hi. I mean, if I can, I will. And if I can't, I say, look, I got to go or whatever. So, yeah, definitely do that. So, The Expanse is currently being done in Toronto, too. I don't think so. I thought The Expanse was out in Vancouver. I think. What was that?
Baz is like, I know who you think I am. The streamer Iron Man.
That's true. That's right. Baz's like, yes, you're right. I'm Iron Man.
I'd like step in front of him and be like, Yeah.
The best story I have about that was we were at Disneyland once, and this family came running up. They said, "Oh, please, could you take a photo?" And so I was like, "All right, okay." And I started sort of lining up to get a photo with them, and then they were like, "Well, no, you can just take the photo." And they had no idea who I was, and they just wanted a photo of the family in front of Disneyland. So I thought that was kind of funny. That's when you gotta watch your ego on this stuff. But yeah, that certainly brought me down to earth pretty quickly as well. Okay,
You're so famous. You're expecting like everyone.
But of course they want a photo with me.
Oh yeah.
They're like, get out of our family photo, you weirdo. Okay, so what do we got here?
Is I am Iron Ham like Iron Man? Is that why I'm called Iron Ham? So originally I was gonna be Super Pig, but
Right.
then on Minecraft that name was already taken, so I was very angry
that's right.
for a couple of days. And then me and Dad were like, we need new names. It's like Rodney Rhino because like Rodney Mckay. I just noticed Rodney Mckay.
Yeah, what do you mean? That's why I called myself Roddy Rhino. That was the whole point. God, my hearing aids are killing me.
And I was Iron Ham because of Iron Man. So
Yeah.
we were gonna be like superheroes and stuff. And my friend was like Floppy Fish, and my mom was Polar Pal for a little while.
She was Polar Power for a while. That's right. Right. Yeah, we had names. I just wanted Rodney in there because I just feel like I like to a nod to the whole thing,
And
to the whole
that's when we
Stargate
used
thing.
to create like YouTube videos too.
Okay, hang on. So where's the question? I got a couple more questions here. David, did everyone take it in stride that an actor would have done that? So how do you get such unique billing? That is my favorite billing. That is my David Hewlett is my favorite billing. I don't know where I got it from. I guess I saw it on something. And it was always like a dream growing up that one day I would be David Hewlett as, you know. So it was always my favorite billing thing. And when it came up to negotiations, you know, they always ask you what you need, and I usually don't care. Like, it's usually, the reality is either I do the job because I want to do it, or because I like the people I'm working with, or, you know, or there's amazing money or whatever. I mean, it's you know, I think it was Michael Caine who said that it's either art, money, or location, one of the three. And Stargate, of course, was all of them. And so when it came up to negotiation, I just sort of thought, well, I'll ask. And yeah, they went for it. So yeah, I was pleasantly surprised, and it's sort of stuck since. And it's just kind of like a bucket list thing for me. It's like yet another reason why I just so loved this show and everything that it's allowed me to do was that, you know, as a kid watching Doctor Who, you know, just the idea of being David Hewlett as someone in a movie or a TV show or whatever just seemed like a pipe dream. But the fact that it happened, and I think this is probably, if not the first credit of this sort, it's yeah, it was just like a dream. It was a dream come true, basically. So that was that was the reason why. I guess nobody else thought to ask for it, basically. You know what I mean? It obviously doesn't mean as much to other people, but to me that was, yeah, it was like a dream fulfilled. What do you have to say?
Okay, so we got a lot of big text.
Oops.
I don't think they're all exactly.
I'm losing my hearing aids.
Thank you, Malik VR, for this up. But Wilkins says you spent a con. Oh wait, one sec. You spent a con once, but what?
Where's that?
Shop when I was in Atlantis cosplay and in the air cache, and you kept calling me to stop walking around, and I kept calling me a cyclone. That was one of my favorite con weekends ever.
A Cylon?
Cylon.
What was that? Who's being called a Cylon? Did I call you a Cylon? What was that?
I think you did.
That's too funny. My God, I'm amazing. Malik VR, thank you very much for your subscription as well. Okay, what was this? You spent a con weekend once busting my chops as I was in Atlantis. Yeah, as I was in Atlantis cosplay in an aircast, and you kept telling me to stop walking around and kept calling me a Cylon. That was one of my favorite kind of. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm glad I could, you know, I could amuse you by abusing you the entire time. So, all right. So, oh my gosh, Jonas SHS has dethroned James Gurney with your bits donation. Everybody, James Gurney, by the way, is a kind of like an old friend of ours now, who was very, very kind the other day and allowed us to pick his brains on a bunch of virus-related issues as he's in Atlanta doing, I guess, working in the infectious disease area, shall we say? All right, but don't let me open that for you either. I don't want to open the floodgates on that one again. All right, so we're going back in again. It is now, according to the Atlantis on iTunes, we're at 50 minutes and 7 seconds. We are looking at Grodin and Tori, and they are, or we're, I guess, looking out the window at the submerged Atlantis. And we will start again, shall we?
3, 2, 1, action!
Okay. What am I looking for, she says. There. Part of the force field just failed. I love the shots through the glass. It looks so cool.
Yeah, same.
Oh, who's that handsome devil?
Oh.
Rodney Mckay. Catastrophic failure is inevitable. See, again, I would have been way meaner about that. To save it for whom? We don't have enough power to send that message.
Pegasus.
See, I'm way too reasonable. I would be freaking out about this. This is total Ingram.
Yeah,
But boy,
it's not my
those suits. Oh no. See, I'd also have panicked way more as McKay. Here we go, dialing the gate.
Did you have fun pushing those buttons?
Oh, I love pushing those buttons. Incoming wormhole. Lieutenant Ford. As many people as he can. She's not going to be happy about this because they're worried about the city sinking. Survivors from the settlement, we were attacked. Did she have to move him just those 2 feet to talk to him? He's just a boy. I am Jinto. Shield failure imminent.
Jinto.
What the heck is going on? Giant bright light from below. The city is rising, baby. Here we go. I look so calm. See, I never would have said she's right as a McKay. I never would have admitted someone else was right.
You would have been like, oh.
I'd be like, awesome. I gotta say, these are some of my favorite shots. Boom. And then they use these shots in the title. Look at that.
I don't think people would like how bright it is all of a sudden, but okay.
Look at that. It's pretty cool. It holds up pretty well. They did a good job. I mean, it's definitely CG, but it's like, it's cool looking CG. What do you think? We should get the VFX artists to react. Yeah. It's hard though. The special effects have changed
Something
so much.
about it just doesn't seem real at all.
It's this they just didn't have the technology to do it. Like, actually, they should totally redo just the digital effects. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, then you would get a really good Stargate.
Yeah, that's cool. I like the way the water is there. But where's that coming from? Oh, just makes you want to pee
the
though.
water from.
There you go.
Was that Rambo?
Rainbow, yes.
Rambo.
Oh, did you say Rambo or Rainbow?
Rambo.
He's more of a rainbow than a Rambo.
Okay.
Let's not waste it.
That's not wasted.
Oh, everybody's happy. Except the people who've been captured by the Wraith. Ooh, look
Yeah,
at
what
that.
about
Ooh, look at that. Tsunami.
It's
Better not be anybody else out there. Look at that.
There might be.
That's pretty gorgeous, isn't it? Do we want to pause again? Where are we at? Okay.
We've been on for like 5 minutes.
Is that it? Feels like so much has
I
happened.
want to sit down now.
I feel like so much has happened. Your legs hurt? All right, we'll go to 60. The inevitable allergens. That's a little Mckay thing. And that, of course, is just, yeah. Ooh. See? Yeah, that was an interesting interaction. That was very un-Mckay Shepherd, wasn't it? Oh. Back in the day when automatic doors were a surprise to people. What do you think, Baz? They built all of this.
That's pretty cool.
Nice, isn't it? I love the windows.
Good job.
I love the windows, I gotta say.
I like the windows.
I wonder if they're going to do a shot from above looking down so you can see what's going on. They should. The problem is you have to loop all the lines because they're blowing fans at the same time. Oh, there you go. Oh, that's nice. There you go. But I feel like...
I
feel like they're in a different...
Like a green screen. Look at the edge right there.
Oh, boy. He's looking at the edges. He's looking at the edges. Oh, there's a bit of a fuzz. Yeah. Ooh, shut up. She just told Shepard to shut up. Ooh, boy.
Is that bad?
Yeah, she's tough. Beer's tough. They are the enemy that defeated the ancients. It looks beautiful, though. I know the CG, but it's a beautiful looking CG. Ooh, boy. Maybe it will. Maybe it... It's the right thing to do. Why? Because it is. I'm going to use that for parenting later.
Why?
What does it mean? More information. She wants to negotiate a peace. Maybe they came because of them. That's possible. Ooh.
The kid.
It's not that poor kid. You got it out for that kid. We need friends. Wait a sec. Who's the... So she wants to negotiate with the Wraith, but she doesn't trust the humans. He wants to save the humans and doesn't trust the Wraith. Interesting. Okay.
Why does she want to help? Is she a Wraith? She's a Wraith.
She's a Wraith.
Paz versus Jinto.
They've got a begrudging agreement. Good thing Mckay wasn't there.
I know.
Dude, that's cool. Look how cool that looks. That looks good. You are so jaded. You kids. You crazy
Wraith.
kids.
She's a Wraith.
Nope, check it out. That's beautiful. Any idea what to expect? They ask Taylor. They're trapped in a hive ship. Is it a hive ship or is it a dart at this point? No, it's a hive ship. Hey, he becomes a Wraith later, but only in acting. Like he actually starts playing the Wraith. You'll see. He's an amazing guy. Chris Heyerdahl. Lovely, lovely, lovely man.
Who's that guy? Who's that guy?
That's the Terminator.
Who's that?
It's the Terminator guy.
No, who's that?
Who's what?
That!
What?
Person that's just walking towards them.
Oh, I don't know. Some people would...
Is that a Wraith?
Ooh.
I like his beard.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? What do you think? They have those... Oh! Check that out. But I like these things. They got these little, like, nose slits.
What did he just do?
He just fired them back with his mind.
Ugh, I hate those.
Doesn't love his teeth? Uh-oh. He's going... Oh, boy. Someone wants lunch. What are we having for lunch? These poor guys. The Wraith guards. These giant guys.
No.
Oh boy. No! He doesn't take him at this point? He takes him at some point, doesn't he? These poor guys with those masks. Oh, sorry. Shh. Hours cut at work due to virus. Rodney, what did you do now? They have no need to explain themselves. Yeah, I got that. Oh boy. Malp! That's what I want to build. I want to build a Malp.
Can I watch more episodes of Stargate after this?
Yeah.
Like 10? Because I really like this. It's really fun.
That's cool. Oh, floating Stargate in space. You don't want to go out there.
Someone dials that gate by accident.
They sent a Malp through the gate and it floated off. What?
Someone like dials the wrong gate and steps through that.
And ends up in space. That's what they almost did. That's why they send the Malps.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Oh my gosh, look how old the technology is. Oh, look, gate ships.
Hmm?
Very nervous. I like this. So this is us. The first time we saw the puddle jumper, I thought they were so cool until you put the entire crew in them, and it's not as pleasant.
Did they steal this puddle jumper? Hello.
What do you mean steal it?
Like, did they take it?
Well, the city belongs to us at this point. What do you say we find out? Ugh. Could this be our friend, Mr. Beckett? Or Dr. Beckett? Look at that. I'm not sure why he needs to hold it like that.
Is that Zelenka?
No, that's Dr. Beckett.
Oh. Did he pull that out of his arm or something?
He's so excited about his arm. Look at that.
None of the normal
Incredible.
Incredible ability to regenerate.
I don't know what that means. It's squishy. Very old. Really old. Ooh, yeah. Maybe bloody hard to kill.
Bloody hard.
Bloody hard to kill. Oh, here we go. This is, I think, where we start. This is the infamous naming of a gate ship, I believe. Unless I'm wrong. I forgot about that. Doctor, this is why you brought me here. To be invisible.
Da, 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 da.
I can't believe I just threw that ancient technology around like that.
He would do that. That's something Mckay would do.
Are you ready? I can't believe Yeah, ready. Here we go.
Alright, boys.
Oh, wait a second. That wasn't the naming. When do we name it? I know we name it. There was a whole discussion about it.
Maybe they'll name it after this.
Maybe it's while we're... Gate Ship 1. Here we go. Here you go. Gate Ship 1. Darn. It could have been called Gate Ship.
Puddle Jumper!
Yeah. I would never have backed down on that. Mckay would just continue to call them, I think, would have continued to call them gate ships myself. Here you go. Boom. There you go. So they're, I guess
what's that?
So that's the puddle jumper coming down
That's
from
a
the garage.
jumper?
From the garage, coming down.
They have a garage?
well, where they were all,
How does that fit through?
You check it out. It'll go. Watch this.
Does it shrink? Then
Worst,
how does it fit?
Worst viewer ever. Look,
Whoa.
perfectly. It's a gate ship. It's a ship that goes through the gate. Ooh, into space.
What
Yeah.
was that for?
And then those extra arms can come out. They fold, so the arms fold in, and then the arms fold out when they need to. It's a very small ship. It's true. Who made Shepard in charge of naming things? Says Mckay Rules. Great name, by the way. Heads up display. Did you do that? Ha. Damn that Gene. He's got that fancy Gene. Oh. Wow. I love the way that just shows up. Nice try on the turkey sandwich. That's totally Mckay. Worth a try. All right, do you want to pause it there for a second? How do we feel?
Bad.
Bad guys.
Bad.
Here you go. Check it out.
Are they gonna
boy.
Goa'uld them?
They're not Goa'ulds. They're Wraith.
Wraith. Are they
my
gonna
God.
Wraith them?
Now everyone wants a sandwich. Luckily, I made us some eggs before we started, so
You
oh
made
boy.
us eggs?
You're in charge now. Yep, he's not messing around. Oh, wait till you see the next one.
Couldn't just like a ton of people just go, like run out?
So look at that. That is a Wraith ship. So they've just landed. How did they know where the Wraith were? Oh, right, because they remembered the gate. Remember that's Ford. Remember the code to dial the gate.
Yeah, but didn't they also
Huh? Pretty cool. I think that's neat. And they used to have to bring this thing wherever we went. They used to have to bring this wretched giant.
No pause yet.
No pause yet. Light this place up. Oh boy. Do you want to stop now?
Sure.
Maybe before we get into this? Look what
Why? What's this?
Oh yeah. What the heck?
Is that a hippopotamus?
What is that face? It's like a camel face.
It's a hippopotamus.
All right, we'll discuss that later. Okay, the head on the table is a callback to the mastages from the movie. Oh, I did not know that. Why? What is this? My thoughts exactly. So, Wissek, so what's the mastages? What were the mastages? Jean Dieta. Bet it took ages to shift that thing around. Yeah, they used to, we used to show up in location, and then they would have carted the puddle jumper off in the middle of the bushes, so it looked like we'd landed like in the bushes and stuff, right? So paused on the head. Yes, we paused on the mastiff head. What's it called? Mastiff? What did we say? It was mastages were the creatures on Abydos. Really? Okay, so I've got to get back on. I got to get back on the SG1 episodes. Would you stop making farty noises with the yoga ball? I can hear it. I'm sure they can. All right, Amazon paused at 23:26. Thank you, Stuka87. All right, the thing that dragged James Spader across the... Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. That's really neat. It's from the actual movie. Oh, dude, we should watch the movie. Actually, we should all watch the movie at some point. I'd love to see that. It was the original movie, sorry, but with James Spader. Okay. All right. So, SGA quiz for Baz if he doesn't calm down. Good point, Miss Emil.
Sure, I'll do an SGA.
All right, hang on. We are so freaking nerdy. Good point, Devs Nerd, or whatever it is. What's it called? Devs... What are you? Devs Play. That's it. Okay, so next question's from our Patreons. What do we got here? I'm not sure if it was really it. I know what we got here. Commented. When you're ready to talk about non-SGA things, can you explain folding at home, and do you need a dedicated machine to help? Okay, so a little off topic, but so folding at home is this giant distributed computing platform that is being used to simulate the folding of proteins so that we can figure out ways of stopping things like the coronavirus from latching on to our own cells and causing the damage they do. It's used in a lot of different things, basically as proteins, and if I get this right, I'll be amazed. But this is definitely more of the James Gurney side of stuff. But basically, strings of proteins will fold up into different shapes, and those shapes are very well. They're crucial to how these proteins will work in our bodies and stuff. So if we can figure out how they fold and how we can do different things to them to stop them from folding into shapes that we don't want, or that somehow get in the way of whatever shapes that they are, they won't be able to latch onto our cells and do the damage they do. So the idea is this program runs in the background, and whenever your computer is idle, like whenever you're not actually using it, it'll leap in and start trying to churn through all this crazy complicated math and computations that are necessary to try to figure out the folding at home. So if you do have a nicely powered computer and you're not using it all the time, you don't mind spending a little money on the extra electricity, then have this thing running, and it'll hopefully be great. The first thing they're working on, well, they've been working on a number of things, including Parkinson's and some other diseases, but right now they've put all of their computing power on trying to figure out how to stop this coronavirus thing. So really, really interesting stuff. Thank you, Starg, for that question. Next question from Patreon. What do we got here? That was just Cassia Jackson joining. Well, thank you very much, Cassia Jackson. That's very kind of you. Oh boy, Daniel as well. There's a whole bunch of people here. Wow. Okay, so Daniel's got a question. Did you shoot the episode after episode or multiple episodes simultaneously? Daniel, both. We did. We would shoot them one at a time, but once we got a little further into each season, there were always little things that needed to be fixed up. So we would often be splitting days into different things. So we would usually do, I think it was like a 6-day shoot, and there was like one sort of overlap day where we would do a bit of one episode and a bit of the other. So, and then it got really crazy later on when we were doing, I was doing like SG-1 episodes and Stargate episodes at the same time, sometimes multiple Stargate episodes, sometimes multiple SG-1 episodes all at the same time. So it was a bit crazy, I would have to say. And then they would say, do you want to do a commentary on the weekend? I'd be like, no. So, which I felt bad about at the time, but now I'm kind of glad we didn't, because I feel like there's an opportunity to revisit it when you're not tired and grumpy and perhaps not in the best state of mind for discussing the shows that you've just spent your entire week, torturing yourself with. So, very, very, very sort of glad to be able to do this now, actually. So, all right. So what other questions do we have here? I'm just basically going through a bunch of the Patreon questions because, they've been kind enough to keep us sort of...
Dad, can I say what super quickly?
Yeah, what do you got? You got questions in here?
Storytelling?
Yeah.
My wife wanted to start with this is just a comment.
Why don't you talk closer to the mic so people can hear?
Momoa. But it didn't take her long before Rodney became her favorite character. A lot of similarities between Rodney and my wife's personality. Haha. That being said, she's reluctant to watch SG-1 because there's no Rodney. Anyway, can you quickly tell her that SGA is worth watching?
Oh my gosh, if there wasn't an SG-1, there would be no Rodney Mckay.
SG-1, sorry.
And there's a lot of really fun... Oh, you should definitely watch SG-1. I mean, the characters, the whole kind of character interaction that you get from Mckay, it came out of all of that. Like, they all had these amazing characters. Oh, you should definitely... Like, if you enjoy Atlantis, then you should totally be watching SG-1. Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. For God's sake, listen to your husband. Watch SG-1, for sure. For sure. Okay, what else I got here? Jared. Yeah, how much time did it take to shoot a full episode, a full season of Stargate Atlantis? That's a good question. I honestly don't remember. We were shooting like 20 episodes ago. So it was about a week and it was about 20 weeks, I guess. I mean, it's about a week an episode. There was usually a little bit extra, so maybe it was like 21 weeks, something like that. And then, of course, there was a lot of ADR stuff, so you'd come in and have to record stuff afterwards, a bit of promotion stuff. But for the actual filming, yeah, it's about an episode, about a week an episode to shoot the seasons. Okay, Karem's got one. If you could spend one day with Rodney Mckay, how would you spend your time? And is there anything you would like to say to him? I'd really just spend the whole day looking at how beautiful he is and just telling him how great he was. Honestly, that's what I'd spend my day doing.
Imagine having to spend 12 years of your life with him.
All of your 12 years.
All of my 12 years of my life with him.
But he spends the whole time just telling me how great I am and how handsome and attractive I am, really. So, yeah. Who are you saying hi to?
Cal!
What, Cal's in there
She
too?
was lurking.
Hello, lurking
Mr.
Cal.
Deadly said, shh.
Can I get a meow?
Cal says, Mr. Deadly, you shouldn't shh. I was lurking.
All right, so you know what? If I did see McKay, I would say thank you, because without McKay, I mean, I just, it would be a very different world, certainly for me. All right, one more. Okay. Also, I know Joe spoke about Shepard coming from a certain background, but then the writers went a different route with it. So that's so Joe. Did you have any ideas for Rodney's backstory in mind, and did the way Rodney was written change any of that? And are there any storylines you'd like Rodney to have had the show kept going?
I want him to turn into a wraith.
Well, there you go. Boy, I gotta say, an evil Rodney McKay would be fun. We never got a chance to really do that, and that would be cool. So yeah, a Wraith Rodney would be kind of awesome, actually. Like an ongoing villainous Rodney, whether he's Wraith or whatever. I think that would be something I would love to
Rodney,
see.
who was able to turn into a wraith and then turn back normal, but he doesn't remember what happens when he turns into his other form.
Right.
So maybe, or just Rodney as starting up his own army of a different species. Whole time he was his own species.
Like an evil genius.
And he something happens and he starts remembering the past of what humans did to his species. And then
fan fiction.
There's a whole plot twist about him turning evil and he destroys everyone.
What are you talking about? Wait a second. Jean Vieta says I wouldn't survive for long as a Wraith. Are you kidding? I'd be like Cassius.
The other Wraith was
lean and hungry.
Quickly.
Sorry, yes. So you were doing some fan fiction there. You're ready. So that's
sorry.
No, don't be apologies.
That would be really cool.
All right, so definitely a bad McKay would be fun. I'd love to have seen that explored. And did the background change? Well, I had the advantage over all the other characters in that I already had a character. I already had a background. It was in a way, Atlantis was about trying to discover why he was such, a wonderful person, and so smart. So it was basically about sort of unpacking this rather, shall we say, curmudgeon-y kind of McKay fellow, and just sort of seeing what made him tick, what made him human.
God mode is the best episode.
Rodney God mode. Oh my God, how cool would that be? I am God here.
He just starts he has 6 arms and just starts
a symbiote. Oh man.
And his eyes turn white.
That makes me. I want to use Photoshop now.
And the different chevron numbers appear on all the way up his different arms. Ooh. And they start glowing or something. I don't know. It's
nice to see the kid creative for a change.
Sorry.
It's no, it's fantastic. That's an interesting point. Who was saying that? Someone was saying. So Wolves Den was saying I really wanted to see more of McKay from the Vegas episode. I'll tell you, me too. I loved that Vegas episode. I thought it was so gorgeous. I wish we could have. I sort of almost wish we could have had that could almost have been a spin-off because of the way it was done, but it was definitely sort of a more cool action approach, and McKay didn't really come into play with it in the way that I would love to have seen. But again, I just love what they did with that episode. It was just a very, very cool episode. So. A whole season of Vegas. Yeah, I mean that would have been amazing.
What's Vegas?
Well, Vegas was an episode, and it was just sort of it was at the end of the run, and I guess it was an opportunity for Rob Cooper to play. And I think when people get to play with the things they want to play with, as opposed to have it being sort of forced to do what the norm is for the show, it can be really, really interesting. And I just thought it was a gorgeous looking show. I thought, yeah, Michael, I'm with you. I wish we had more episodes too. Yeah, Vegas is literally an Atlantis fiction. Atlantis universe fiction. I agree, absolutely agree. All right, should we go back? Should we go back to this?
Yeah.
I think we should. How are we doing?
What happens?
How are we doing for time, by the way? Is this I don't want to kill everyone's afternoon.
For 2 hours or 2.5.
What? Seriously? Not
iTunes.
iTunes. What am I doing? I'm not thinking.
Exclamation mark
Uptime. All right, let's try. See where we're at. We're at 1 hour and 50 minutes already. Holy moly! This is the longest. What is it? Longest 20 minutes of television watching. I'm so sorry. I'm babbling on. Okay, so but you've all seen it before, so this is just
Yeah, no, so it's fun.
All right, let's go back.
An actor
So we're now looking at in the foreground.
Hippo, skeleton.
It's not a hippo. Not a hippo. It's a Stargate. I forgot what it is. Stargate. A Stargate movie show. A Stargate movie character's head. Then we've got our a bowl of some kind of.
Wait,
gourds.
that's a character in the Stargate movie?
In the first movie, apparently, yeah. It's an animal from it's a creature from the what is it? Abydos? Someone said a mastage. So we got the mastage in the foreground. We've got a bowl of gourds and a star fruit. We've got a very grizzled looking body, and then we've got the wonderful and fabulously talented.
Bye, Scooney.
Sumner. Oh, Scooney out of here? Oh, Scooney, cheerio. I'll put this up later so you can actually see it
it'll be up as
in
videos
in non-real time. Okay, here we go. We're going back in. 3. Robert Patrick, thank you.
3,
2,
1. Bam.
Go. All right, this is not looking good for him. When you arrive at dinner and someone's already been eaten, not a good sign. Wraith guards, they can't see a thing in those masks, by the way. They kept walking into things. Poor guys. Oh. There we go. What are you doing?
I can't see.
Oh, come here.
Sorry, I don't want to step on your headphones.
I'm good. Oh, boy. You must feel hunger by now. Those teeth. Those crazy teeth.
Who's that?
That's a Wraith Queen. Corona Apocalypse dinner partner. Yeah, good point. Angry educator.
Okay, Michael says she's...
How did they get on the ship?
They probably cut that.
How did they get on there? I feel like we should have at least seen them getting on, shouldn't we?
That looks like an old Game Boy.
It does, doesn't it? So true.
Or, Toka... What are those little pets that you get on those little...
Oh, Tamagotchis.
Tamagotchi.
It's true. It's the Wraith Tamagotchi.
It's Wraith Tamagotchi.
That sounds like a nice sushi. I'd like a nice Wraith Tamagotchi, please. Here we go. Comes a rescue. Shh. Shh. Is my son alive? We don't know where.
Imagine kissing
I knew something had to go wrong. How about a diversion a little bit? Just a little bit of a diversion.
Yeah, just a small diversion.
There aren't that many Wraith around yet. If I'm not back in 20 minutes, blow the cells and get out. What? "20 minutes. I'll find him."
I'm guessing that what's gonna happen...
Is it?
Is she wearing anything?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. She's not naked.
Well, because I'm small, all I see is her shoulders.
Here, what if I put this down a little bit? Can you see better? Still only see her
No,
shoulders.
still only see her shoulders.
Do you think are they hinting that maybe she isn't wearing anything else? All living things must eat. Mm-hmm.
I'm hungry. Sorry.
Look at those horrible, like she's got like sloppy lips. Okay, let's see what she's wearing. Yeah, she's wearing a dress. She's got a dress on there. This isn't your anime.
Shut up.
Something about the food didn't agree with him. One of my favorite lines coming up for Starg. We don't require food to agree with us. That's pretty
Neither
good.
does he, though.
Yeah, you do. If your food doesn't agree with you, you feel sick, right? She's saying we don't require our food to agree with us.
I thought you meant like the pig is like, yeah, you can eat me. Like I thought you meant like that.
Mushy Bits thought that the particular queen was the coolest. This particular queen. I wish they played with the mind stuff more. I like that. It is not among our stars. Oh boy. I love her teeth. Of your kind. The Wraith voices were really cool. And the Wraith teeth. Oh boy. He just opened the buffet on Earth. The Wraith are planning on opening a buffet on Earth. All you can eat.
Are they gonna stop them?
Yes, the Wraith voices were added afterwards. They basically altered the voices of the actors.
So like a voice changer?
Yeah, yes, exactly, but after the fact. So we would hear her talk. This one begged for its life. Begged for its life. I'm going to look something up. Hang on. All living things must eat. I'm done talking. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't kneel. Don't kneel. Oh, boy. Kneel. Oh, he can't control. That's it. He's done. He's
What
out.
do you mean?
She's controlling him. I love how they tell him how strong he is, even though he's basically done everything he's been told. Oh boy. Oh boy. Not Earth first. Ooh. Yikes. Gotta take a few years. This is pretty cool. Them all. I kind of wish I was a Wraith now. I'd be kind of an old Wraith. God, it's so tough. So creepy. There we go. He's gonna help. You wait.
Does he kill the queen?
Oh! Taking the rest of him and healing the wounds. Boy, so the Wraith guards, they die easier, but she doesn't. Oh, that's cool makeup, huh? That's pretty good, huh? Just taking him out.
Is he gonna die? What?
He felt it was better death for. Oh boy. I forgot about this part. Bring him. He felt it was better for him to die like nobly than to have the life sucked. I'm sorry to hear that. With the sloppy hands too. Oop, what's that? Don't. Oh boy. I don't remember. Oh boy. Light it up. Oh boy, here you go. But look what happens. Look what happens. Cool sound. I like the scream.
Oh my god, is that like a big needle thingy?
Oh, look at that. It is now. What did he say about killing her?
He said that has to kill her.
That has to kill you. Oh, that's good, 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 good.
Boom!
Eesh. Trademark, standard issue. Nice. Don't know what you've done. Look up, look up. Uh-oh. The others will awaken. So this is kind of the... Oh boy. See, we think we're the good guys, but we may have been responsible for waking up the whole hive. Oh boy. That's a lot of dots. Huh? What do you think? Can't they blow the whole place up? I feel like we want to... I feel like we should have blown them up. Don't you think?
Oh yeah. Hey!
Just... I should never have let them go. He's too busy getting excited about what's going on.
She wouldn't have said that.
Too calm. I would never say this.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Never said this. I would have said, I told you not to send them. Why did you send them? Oh boy. Here come more Wraith. There's the Wraith darts. I like the Wraith darts. I've been in one of them.
Get to the chopper!
Get to the chopper now! Get to the chopper!
Get to the
Get
chopper.
to the chopper!
Get to the chopper!
Oh no, is he seeing stuff again? Man, I wish they'd kept this. Only what the Wraith wishes you to see. Come on!
Come on.
Surprised they don't shoot each other.
Gotta do the race.
Get in! Here we go. God, I wish I had that hair. Okay. Oh boy, pushes him out of the way. Woohoo! So Shepard didn't save her, but she saved Ford. Just saying.
You mean she saved Rainbow?
Oh, boom. Wait a sec, do they want to eat them or do they want to blow them up? I guess one or the other, right? Nice! That's a pretty epic gun.
That gun.
He
That's
I don't think it's the only time he used that gun.
Oh, really? Because that gun
It's a
was
rail
in
gun?
Fortnite.
What is it?
I remember that.
Was it? You better run. It's got to be a heavy gun, though. Can't be good
It
for
was,
running around.
yeah. And its aim was terrible.
We got incoming! I'm watching squirrels leaping around the backyard. Squirrel! There we go, see? So they need those to sort of jet out of here, and then they'll fold in as they go through the gate. No, we're not okay. We're being chased by Wraith. Oh, wait, you see what happens to this guy.
What?
Ford's got an interesting story. Oh, boy. How are they going to get past them?
How are they?
You'll find out. I don't think we got to the hard part yet. See, look at that. So they got to get through that Stargate. They got to activate it and get through it.
Before they activate it and get through it as well.
Well, no, they're like in front of it. How are they going to get through it if there's all those Wraith darts sitting there?
They could just go invisible.
That's what I'm hoping. Hmm. Wouldn't they see that coming, though? How are they going to do this? Oh, boy. Really? They're not all going to move away, are they? No, there's got to be one left over. You got to leave a couple to guard the gate. It's so funny because the puddle jumper doesn't look like it's as good at flying as the other one, but it's actually pretty good.
Yeah, these look like...
Weapons console. There you go. Oh, yeah. That'll do it. Hey! Remember those?
Oh, is that the squid thing?
Yeah! It fires squids. I like that they're kind of like... They're almost like wraith weapons. Guard the gate! Well, there you go. Come on. How cool is that gate? I just wish it rotated.
Oh, it doesn't rotate?
No, it's like a disco gate. It's just like the lights come up. But
It
look how
can
cool that
destroy
is. But they've got to know. They're just going to start firing blindly now, right? They're like, okay, we know something's coming into the gate. Oh, takes that one out. That's nice. Punch in your code. The next pass. Here we go. Nothing yet. That was a very useful piece of information. Thank you, Mckay. Oh, another one down. Dial the code and hang on. Ford. You got it. We've got Ford's IDC. Let him in. Better be fast. They gotta be able to stop on a dime. What do you think? They're all gonna die, right? And that's the end of the show. Oh, that's not good. That is not good. You see how brave I was? See my brave response? Look at that.
No, you'd be more scared. You'd be so much more scared.
I could be more scared than that. Turn it off! 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 Oh, that's not good. What the? What the? Fast? Oh, did it get the? It's hitting the shield. Oh, nice. Boy, the timing seemed weird though. Like I feel like they should have been like right in after us, shouldn't they?
Well, it was like a good like, phew,
Yeah.
phew, phew, phew. Like all of them. It's like maybe a second.
I feel like it should have been tighter. They should have been like it should have been like and then
You know
right
what
away.
would have been cool?
What?
Is while it was coming out, it shut.
Slices it off and then
just like the front
part just like drops in.
skids in,
Oh
yeah.
my god, that would be epic.
That would have been like.
Oh. I don't know what
made-
everyone's so happy about. We got a whole
That would have
wraith
made
bunch.
it so much
waking up.
more like tense. And
I think this is, and we're about to have like my first real scene with Beckett. Guess this is home now. Yep, guess so. To have a dance club. I don't see Ford as the settling down type. He looks like he's more of like dance party guy. Champagne. Remember that giant bottle of champagne they rolled in the first part?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're drinking it now. Out of cups.
Oh.
Wait, why didn't McKay get any?
Come on.
What the heck?
He was the one
What the-
that.
Ah,
he
come on!
opened the gate.
No one could cower
he
under
opened-
the desk
He
like...
opened the iris. He
Yeah,
saved
exactly!
everyone.
Come on! Where's my champagne? Where's my champers? There's no way you could have saved Sumner. No, he shot Sumner.
Smushy Biscuit.
I have to live with that. Will you
says-
stop making farty noises?
Sorry,
Thank you.
Smushy Biscuit says petition for Baz through right and
Focused on
directing
chicken.
a bonus episode of SGA.
Look around you.
Where is he? You're there! You're there in the background.
Where?
You were in the right corner.
Oh, yeah? He doesn't know what to do. It's like, am I supposed to go?
Dead.
Ready? Oh! Just bang your head's like,
I think I know what would be better.
there you go.
Is there lemon
Is
in
there
this?
lemon in this? Oh my god.
Is there lemon in this?
who the members of your team might be. McKay.
McKay. Is there citrus in this?
Our social distancing is terrible, yeah. If he's got it, I got it. If I got it, he got it. We haven't left the house in 5 days. 7 days? Oh my god, how long has it been? It's also known as the Keldabe kiss. It's how Mandalorians show affection. Wow. There you go.
Yay!
Check it out. Check it out. Look at that city. Dun, 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 dun. But wait a second.
Baby Yoda.
Do they do those little bits at the end where they go, oh, no, I guess not. I was hoping they do, like, show that they remind you that the Wraith are forming. All right. We've done it. Episode 1. You've watched the pilot. What do you think? What does that even mean?
It's dancing.
It's dancing.
It was fun.
All right, what are we at? The CG was awesome. It's funny, Kendra, because the deal is with like Bratlet is used to much.
That was play. Let's go next episode.
You missed it.
I missed the whole
whole
thing.
thing.
I just heard you say.
We just wrapped up. I'm sorry. You got lots of work
sorry.
done?
Some, yeah.
All right, that's
yeah,
good.
I sat down at my computer for like
This
2
is
minutes.
Jane, by the way. This is Jane who stood in for Amanda Tapping during Grace Under Pressure.
That's
and
right.
had to run every single line I ever said with
Yeah,
me.
pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
Yeah, she probably knew the better than I was at that point. So, yeah. Hey, Phil Plate, how are you? Who asked if this was the Pegasus dwarf or what was you saying? A spheroidal galaxy? I don't know, but answer that one. That's a good one. Hello,
Hi,
Phil,
Mr.
bad astronomers, I should say. Is it Plate? It is Plate, right? Phil Plate. Am I saying it right? That was me. I asked that. So it's John Fastlane, bad astronomer. That's who asked about that. You should do this with a dog's breakfast and Kate. Yes, we should. We totally should. Loving Jane's glasses.
Thank
there you go.
So am I. Very new LA
But
eyewear.
check what's on the inside though. That's really cool though. Because check this out. So they look like this on the outside, and then on the inside there's like all these like
Pretty little
cool patterns.
flowers.
Isn't that neat?
And also you can see how blind she is.
And you can see just how blind she is. It's true. I may have burned a hole in myself with a light
Yeah.
as
with
it
that
as it
filter.
passed through.
Yes.
All right, just got here. Where are we at with the episode? Oh, Tin J. Oh no, you missed all of it. But you haven't missed it because we'll record this as well. This will be available
you
to
can
watch later.
Out.
Laugh
Watch
out
your
loud,
dog's
my hair.
breakfast again instead.
Dog's breakfast is good too, yeah. That was one of my questions. Did McKay ever find out if there was lemon in that chicken? Well, obviously there wasn't. Otherwise, he'd be in anaphylactic shock.
Well,
would
he
not?
could have been in the background when he wandered off.
Yeah.
He just went.
James Gurney, yes, it's true. For those who don't know, you should. Phil Plate is a bad astronomer, amazing science educator, or I should say, basically just a general space genius. Got a great newsletter that I listen to, or that I subscribe to. He's got a bunch of blogs and stuff he does. You should definitely check him out. Actually, Phil, if you want to, why don't you put a link? Why don't you put a link to your stuff in here, if you don't mind? We're big on the whole Twitch thing. We're really big on trying to, like everyone should be able to. I want everyone to be able to share what they're up to if that's possible. So, Angry Educator, you taking off? All right, Angry Educator, there you go. So there's the about me for a bad astronomer there. Go check him out. Highly worth your while. And Phil and I are hoping to do some chatting next week, actually. So between the two of us, we could go over both the physics and the biology of Stargate. That's so true. Yeah, Phil. James is basically into viruses. He's got the whole. It's like basically, for want of a better word, he's got a PhD in viruses and a great love and respect for them. So he's working in Atlanta right now. Is it actually in the infectious disease?
Are you at the CDC?
Department? He's not at the CDC, but he's dealing with infectious diseases to some extent, I believe. Bad Astronomer is the best. Physics and bio. Yes, please. Oh, we're raiding blue when we're done here. Oh, the back mom. Back mom wants us to raid David. What is David doing now? Like, is he even aware of what's going on?
He's playing Minecraft right now.
Is he playing Minecraft? Seriously? Oh, that's too funny. All right, so we'll have to catch up on YouTube. Very true. Very true. I'm building my own SG team. All right, so what should I do? Should I answer a couple?
We have a good SGA team, like Bad Astronomer, and then like James Gurney and you.
Yeah, that's true. That is like the
And
SG.
then Mom would be like the captain. I feel like she'd.
I'm liking this.
She'd be like,
better
yeah,
now.
that's right.
Yeah.
She'd be like Tori's role. Yeah,
You'd be like
Weird.
McKay.
She'd be like
You'd
Weird.
Be McKay.
And you be that kid who you keep
I hate
you keep saying is probably a wraith. Mom is the captain. No, we know that. Oh yeah, you could be a fighter. That's true. That's
No,
true.
I wouldn't be a fighter.
Jane is Dr. Weir. That's very true. Very true. Jane would clearly be the
Jinto.
responsible adult. Yeah, possibly. That's right. Baz is
Unfortunately,
Jinto.
That is what I do. Defend
Baz is
it.
Jinto.
I don't want to be Jinto. I don't want to be the wraith.
We'd need Kate though too. Phil's always trying to get Kate in there as well. I spend my time trying to avoid Kate. Phil spends his entire time trying to drag her into these things.
Yeah.
Did you do your burn alert today, David? No, I did not, Xenos, because I did an hour and 10 minutes yesterday, and I posted it. So there. What do we got? Nope, you are so Jinto Baz. It's so Jinto Baz. That was your fault. You did that. Let me see if there's any more Patreon questions I've got. Baz, if you wouldn't mind seeing if there's any subscription questions. And then I think we'll give it another like 20 minutes.
Okay.
We'll go wrap it up at 4 o'clock.
Okay.
What time did we
sounds
start?
good. 2.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So they're very good.
All
Next.
right. Well, I'm glad to check on you. Glad it's all going well. Lovely to see everybody.
Thank you for coming by.
I'll see
I'm
you
gonna
in a bit.
be like.
All right, you got some questions?
I'll be over here on the side.
All right, Baz will be over here on the side. I'm going to see if there's any more questions here. Commented.
If you want to ask me a question, just do at and then Ironham.
Scooney.
And then ask your question.
Okay, so Schnoony says, how was it to be in space battles? I didn't have to do much in the way of space battles. It was just a lot of all right, everybody lean left, lean right, that kind of stuff. So you get all the fun because you get to see all the special effects and stuff. We basically just got shouted at the whole time. So left, right,
down.
drop down, that kind of stuff. So I would say for us, space battles were just wildly confusing. And a little demeaning, frankly, because we just got yelled at the whole time. All right, we got Monica Lake has a question. Okay, I have to ask. When McKay was hopped up on Enzyme, was that simply David on ADHD overload? It's funny, they didn't like the way I did that. I sort of got like taken in, and the powers that be said, "Look, what are you doing? What was that?" But we had a long discussion. The director and I had a long discussion about this. And he had said, look, I don't want it to be silly. Like, I don't want it to be like, whoa, Stoner McKay. It needs to be scary because, it's got to keep the tension going. And I agree with him. I thought that was a great approach. And I really liked the way he sort of let me add the fear element to it. It's like you've done something to yourself and it's bad for you in this sort of a bad trip, basically. So, but it's funny how, the writers weren't thrilled with that. They were like, oh, that's too bad. It didn't, that wasn't what they'd gone for. I guess they had wanted it more sort of joking, more lighthearted. And we'd gone really kind of like crazy with it. But I got to say, I'm still glad we did that because I actually preferred that.
Oh,
So,
also, if there's an easier way of doing it, you can DM me on Discord and I will answer all the questions that are there.
what's that?
You can
Direct
DM.
message on DM
You can
direct message on
on
Discord.
if you
All right, keep in mind these people are like me. They don't know what the hell you're talking about. And a whole bunch of new Patreons. Thank you very, very much. The Patreons, by the way, this is just. I'm doing this stuff with my Tech Bandits. I tried very hard this year to expand it into to work with a school for physical and developmental disabilities with kids with those. And it's been very difficult this year, to be honest, because of strikes and now because of obviously the sort of shutdown stuff. And I'm really worried about those kids, frankly, because that school was everything for them. So that's shut down right now. So they're back at home, and their parents and caregivers are having to look after them. But the idea is to try to get, I guess now, is to move this content online. I've started doing sessions with the Tech Bandits, as many as I can, basically during the week. I've been talking to Let's Talk Science and a bunch of other people about trying to get some of this stuff out to people. And what I may do is, because I record all of our sessions anyways, just for my own research, basically, I may be able to cut together some sort of smaller, more sort of tighter little pieces on what we've been doing. I've been Tinkercad, a bit of looking at stuff in microscopes, and the other fun stuff we're doing is we've been doing some gaming. gaming with Baz, and then we had James come in and talk to us about viruses. We've had Xenos come in and talk about a bit about what he's doing with computers. At some point it'd be great to have Phil come in and talk about
Are you sure
science.
it was Xenos?
As Xenos? No, not Xenos. It was Asinus or something. Alex. It's Alex. But,
Ruby K knows.
but yeah, thanks, Phil. That's great. So yeah, you should. I mean, look, Phil and I have been just started sort of chatting about the fact that we haven't actually met. Like we've only ever met online. So I feel like I don't really know him, and he doesn't really know me. So I thought we should have a chat. We're gonna have a chat like on our own, just to sort of get acquainted. And then I think the idea is to do some talking. As I say, I don't have, I got the fake stuff. I don't have the Xenos. That's it. Thank you, Ruby K. I don't have the science. James and Phil have the science and the knowledge. I just have the silly, basically. I have the silly and I have the curiosity. How's that? All right. Other questions. Here we go. We got another question from Starg. My daughter would like to know which was the most challenging episode for you to shoot. That's tough. I think it was probably the one with the two Mckays. I think that was the hardest one, when there were actually two physical, when there was Rod and Rodney together.
McKays?
Oh, yeah. But they were both good guys. What can you do? One of them should have been bad. But that was definitely the hardest one to do, because the logistics of, because you'd have to shoot each scene twice, and the camera was a computer-controlled camera, basically a robotic camera that would do exactly the same move each time. And then you had to fit your performance in. And because we had the guy who was playing was basically my body double. It wasn't just a body double. He also had to do the lines. And I guess that I don't know how well that was planned out, because the guy who did it was not like an actor. So poor guy. I mean, he just got thrown into this stuff. And all of a sudden he's like given the script and told to speak as fast as I do. So it was very difficult. I was very, very grumpy. I found it very frustrating because of the time constraints and stuff. But yeah, the Rodney Rod episode was absolutely the one of the hardest ones to do. So I was even more snappy and McKay during that one. It's a great episode. I loved the opportunity to do it, and it's amazingly fun once it's over. But actually, the process of doing it is, oh my God, it's brutal. Like I mean, talk about respect. The Orphan Black. I mean, what Tatiana's done with that, I can't imagine doing it every week. It's absolutely insane. So there you go. That's a good question from your daughter Starg. Thank you for that. What else we got? Another comment from Jared.
Thank you.
Will you keep this trend going? Maybe do episode 3 sometime later.
We will.
Or will we?
Yeah. I find
Yes.
it fun.
Yes. The plan is to sort of slowly go through this. Again, I want to keep reminding myself and everybody how much I appreciate people helping out with the Tech Bandit stuff. So anything we can do. And obviously, if you want to help out, there's a few different ways of doing it. You can, there's one-time donations if you want to do that at techbandits.com, thetechbandits.com. There is, actually, Baz, could you throw the links in for us? Yeah.
For what?
For the website, and then
shop?
Patreon, and then the shop, of course. There's a few different ways. So there's one-time donations at thetechbandits.com. I mean, $5 was as low as I could go before it stopped making sense, sort of financially with fees and stuff. There's Patreon, which would be great because it's a monthly thing, and then I could just keep going that way. Hang on, let me finish. Sorry. We have a merchandise shop, which again, the money that comes in for that, some of it goes to Jack, who's done some of the designs, obviously, and then the rest will be for Tech Bandits. And then if you subscribe on the stream here as well, that money, some of it goes to Baz. Some of it goes, my portion goes to...
The spreadshirt doesn't also have go to...
You get half of that as well? Not the Tech Bandit stuff. Maybe some Iron Ham stuff. We got to discuss this. Obviously, we got to work out this contract.
We agreed that it was,
To be honest, we don't sell a lot of T-shirts, so, But these are basically, it's this kind of stuff. We will discuss that. Because the idea behind the merchandise is to support Tech Bandits. It's not to support your pocket money. So anyways, so the idea being that if you subscribe as well, we can we use that towards going to Tech Bandits as well. So although Baz does get some because he does some work as well. So there you go. He gets half. All right. Monica Lake says, any possibility of setting up a date time for the next episode? Watch today. Well, do you want to set it up for... no, because I got to talk to Jane first, and I got to find out what my schedule's like. This week will be weird because we're as I'm sure it is for everyone, trying to figure out how to make this stuff work now that we're not allowed to really leave the house.
Soda Crafter, thank you for the order of the show.
One more question here. What do we got here? Daniel Muse says, okay, did McKay's character have to adopt any traits, quirks, etc. of the original character they meant to go with on the SGA team originally? Or did they give you free roam as McKay? So, good question. Originally, is a weird situation because I went in and auditioned for Ingram. When they started talking about having me in the show, they said, come in and audition. And the casting agent, who was lovely guy, but he was like, I would do a take and he would say, it's just too like your old character. I think we need to try to make this more like this Ingram character. And I kept sort of saying, okay, but I mean, McKay was the character and I don't see them bringing me in as a different character at this point. It's too soon, and McKay was too much of a sort of a standout character to be sort of, I think it'd be very odd for people if I showed up and said, "Hi, I'm Ingram." They'd be like, "What's the deal? Is he faking it? Is he a spy? What's going on?" So I basically, for want of a better way of putting it, I basically ignored the direction and just did McKay. And every time he asked me to do it again, I would basically do it again, even more McKay. And I think eventually got kind of frustrated. But I, in hindsight, obviously that was the right way to go with it. So they ended up bringing McKay in. He was called Ingram until I arrived in Vancouver to start shooting, basically. So there was still much debate about what was going to happen there. But no, there were no traits that I brought in from Ingram that were written into Ingram other than what you saw in the first episodes. The first episode was really, he was just more subdued than McKay. He was just more pleasant, slightly more pleasant than McKay. So I definitely found myself fighting some of the dialogue, fighting some of the scenes because they weren't really in keeping with the way McKay was. So there you go. Starg says McKay was really the best character, and I would have to agree, absolutely.
Says, please keep these SGA viewing streams on the weekends. Some of us still have to go into work. We're not able to stay at home.
Well, that's why I did the weekends. I feel like the weekends is our best bet. Okay, so we'll make so the viewings will happen on the weekends for sure. And I will definitely, I felt that 2 o'clock, we felt 2 o'clock was like a good time for the most people. But obviously if we get a huge amount of people saying like, no, then let me know. Thank you, Third Eye Storytelling. And thank you, Third Eye Storytelling, for getting in touch. And I heard you sent a very cute little message to Bratlet about getting to chat. So love to you and your family. Thank you for that.
Twitter.
We picked up more European viewers at 2 p.m. Well, that's good to know. Hey, 1Cubit, thank you very much for that subscription. All right, let's talk to some subscribers. Look, 1Cubit, you just signed up. You just subscribed. What do you got? What's a question? You got a question? Let me know. Who else has got a question?
Question.
What do you got? Dev's Play says, you got me from England land. How's it going over there, Dev's Play? We're a captive audience, says Fumbles Big Stupid 1. Garmer, sorry. Well, yeah. McKay was pretty cool. He wasn't Shepard, though. Oh. No, he wasn't, and that's why he was so cool. And from South Africa. Wow. HCD Jiang from South Africa. Wow. That's amazing. Well, welcome. What time is it there? Mars La Bobbin. Oh, hey, I worked with Alan when I was working as a bench carpenter on Supernatural. Don't know if you remember him from Stargate. What was Alan doing? What was Alan on Stargate? What was he doing on Stargate? I'm terrible with names, by the way. Faces I can do, and even then I know a lot of faces. So
Zenos is a subscriber, and
Zenos has got a question. What do you think? Do you think Rodney and Jennifer are still together? Damn right. He'd be clinging to her like a limpet, for sure. Yeah. I don't know. I would have thought he would have driven her crazy by now. I would think so. Daniel Muggin says thank you, Daniel. All right, any more subscribers with questions? What do you got? I always wondered if Dev's Places. I always wondered if McKay hooked up with a Chinese scientist lady that spoke most fondly of him in Message in a Bottle. Look, I think it's I imagine that McKay dating later in life, it would all be about trying to find people who worshipped and adored him, I'm sure. Rodney and Jennifer were kind of wonderful. I loved that interaction. Jewel is fabulous. Jewel isn't just cute, as you would say, Jeff Lex, but she's incredibly smart, incredibly funny, ambitious and just an amazing woman. Amazing woman. I'm in awe of Jewel State. And but honestly, just one of the funniest women I've ever known. She's amazing woman. I like that McKay beat out Ronan to get the girl. You know why? Because his character's written by nerds. That's why. I always thought that I had the best role on this show because I was written by the writers, and the writers are all a bunch of geeks like me. So I always felt like I got the best. Things turned out well for me because I think in the writers' world they got to write their own stories. You know what I mean? They got to write. See, the nerd wins. That's the kind of thing I'm sure was a part of it. So. Oh, good. Claire Melissa, thank you. I'm glad it works well for you in England. The nerds shall inherit. The nerds have already inherited the earth. What are you talking about? We're already there. David, what is the difference between a producer and a director? I had to cite both off my paper, but was curious about the difference. Baz, you want to answer? Oh, Baz is going to try to answer this one. What do you got? Do you want to be on camera for this? You should be on camera for it.
Not sure.
I'm so going to get rid of these balls because all I hear is your farting noise.
Oh, I love a gaming chair. Thank you so much.
Well, you can spend your part of the money on that.
I used
what do you got?
On Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing. Okay, come on, director.
So, a director is someone that tells people what to do. Basically, some people can be director writers who write the script as well.
So what does a producer do?
A producer is someone that hires people and deals with, at least from what I've seen, with Mom, like financing, just all of the stuff that doesn't include directly the shooting of the film.
Well, that too, but she deals with that as well.
Oh, really?
Well, to some extent. The producer does everything. Honestly,
yeah.
The producer does the most, absolute most. Yeah, that's pretty bang on there. I mean, the director is responsible for basically the tone, the feel, the look, and the shooting style of the episodes. In a show like Stargate, it's really more of a writer's medium, and the writers are also producers. So generally, they run things more than the directors, because the directors come in for an episode at a time. But the directors are responsible for getting the performances out of people, getting the right shots, getting stuff that the producers can then use to cut the show together with an editor, obviously. But honestly, producers for television, producers for film are a little different. Certainly in film, the producers do everything. It's unbelievable. They're involved in the creative, they're involved in the casting, they're involved in the to some extent in the writing, certainly distribution, getting the money to make the film, and then making the film the right way, getting it distributed. They're there for the duration. Whereas on TV, it's they're mainly more writer producers at this point, where it's more about making sure that the show is written in the right tone, that they get their episodes, they have the right number of episodes, the right number of stories to fill that number of episodes. And then there's almost a larger army of people that keep things going on the sort of logistics standpoint. But as I say, with Jane, Jane is basically doing everything. It's insane. I can't get over how much producers do. So I hope that answers your question. David, ever considered doing any voice acting work? I've done a bit. I've done a bit of voice acting stuff. The people who do it are so good. I mean, they just have so many different voices and a real sort of talent for that kind of stuff. I would be late to the game on that. I have done voice stuff before. I've done cartoon series. I've done beer commercials, all sorts of stuff when I was younger. It just hasn't really come up now, and it really is something that there's people who specialize specifically in this stuff. And they're really, really good at it. So when it comes up, I do it. I'm going to be doing there's a new sci-fi show which is kind of cool, which is basically about sort of a history of some sci-fi writers and stuff, and I will be doing sort of narration on that, as I did on another little film about J.R.R. Tolkien and a number of other of these sort of fantasy writers. So I love that stuff. I love that stuff because I learn stuff by doing the voiceover. Like by reading my scripts, I'm learning stuff about things and people and stuff. So I really like the nonfiction side of stuff. And I did a lot of what was it, the urban legends. I did a bunch of urban legends as well. It's just fun. I gotta say I prefer the narration type stuff over the character type stuff because I feel like from a character standpoint, you know, I've always been less of a chameleon and more of a taking things of myself and putting them in characters rather than sort of pulling stuff out of anywhere. And I feel like I do really feel like it's a skill, and if people have been working at it longer than me, I don't know why I would think I could sort of parachute in and do it. So definitely narration, but less voice acting, so to speak, if that makes sense. All right, what do you got? A question? What do you got now?
Modu says Baz should challenge Jack Black to a game of Fortnite. Yes. And also, Zeno said, I thought we were going to do stream drag. We forgot. And also, we should probably, you said 20 minutes?
Oh, Phil, thank you so much. Phil, do me a favor. Throw your link down again so people know how to get in touch with you. Again, Phil Plate, thank you very much for dropping by. You know, follow this guy. Watch this guy's stuff. You will love it. If you love Stargate, you're going to love this because it's the real stuff. This is the real stuff. I mean, I don't want to call him the real Mckay because he's a bit nicer than that, I think. But I'll find out. Thank you, Phil. Make sure you get that link in there. Post that link again so people know where to get you. This is Bad Astronomer, folks. Amazing guy. And Lovin' Lemons. Lovin' Lemons from Phil Plate. No, we got it. We got the lemons part. Thanks, Phil. We'll talk this week. Or next week, I guess. All right, questions. What do we got from people who've subscribed? What do we got? What was the most challenging stunt you did yourself in Stargate SGO episode? Stunt. What are the hardest stunts? I had a couple of weird things happen on Stargate. First off, they have a great stunt team. They did all the stunts were done by people. I just sort of, I'd get up. Someone would do this massive fall, and I would just get up. So for the most part, it was all covered. The hardest stuff, honestly, was like running through the woods and jumping and hiding and all that kind of stuff. That's where you sort of get battered up the most. The worst one, I think, was probably hanging upside down in that hazmat suit. That was just misery. I remember just like unleashing on poor Rainbow, and he was struggling with a couple of lines, and I was just like, shut up! I'll say your lines, and I'll say my lines, and then they'll cut me down, and I will go and eat chicken. So yeah, definitely hanging upside down with a lot of lines to say. I would put that top of the list. But I also get this. So at one point during that Wraith enzyme scene, I had this whole thing where I'm like tied down. And I guess I was doing so much acting that I cut off the circulation in my arms, and one of them, it didn't come back. So there was like a good, almost like couple of months, and then a little bit of concern afterwards as well, where my hand, it just didn't work. It was the most bizarre thing. Luckily, nearer the end of the season, but I remember like I had to make the Malp on a stick in a following episode, and I was really struggling to get my hand to work. It was really odd. I was terrified. I thought I'd lost.
Did you say you were tied down by a Wraith enzyme? Did I hear?
Oh yes, sorry.
By a Wraith
Never mind. Oh no, I don't ruin anything. Yeah, I literally gave myself nerve damage with all my overacting. So, but I guess by cutting off circulation to it for so long, it actually it took a long time for it to come back. It was a good couple of few months, and I was kind of freaking out about it. I gotta say, because I'm me. Malp on a stick. What, Malp on a stick is a new Jeff Dunham character? Yeah, that'd be perfect. All right, who else we got? Any other questions? Love the upside down scenes. Very good. Runner was another good one. Very good. Who's got thrown off a balcony? No, you know who that? So the guy who did the fall for that was Robin Williams, stuntman. And he loved Robin Williams. He thought Robin Williams was fantastic, which I was very glad to hear because I am a big Robin Williams fan myself. He was laughing because he said that I actually looked like him, which is.
You look like
Robin Williams, a little bit like Robin Williams at times, apparently. All right, are you working on a real life Malp? I've got an electric wheelchair in the garage. It's been too freaking cold to go out there. But I have a very kindly D-Stat, one of our amazing streamer chat folks. Hello, Milk Dawn. Was kind enough. He sent me a motor control that I'm hoping to be able to get that running sort of remotely, so I can start turning it into a kind of a mouth, because I've always loved the idea of like remote vehicles like that. People ask me what my favorite tech is. There's some great tech in Stargate, but I'm always quite enamored with these Malps, I've got to say. There's something sort of like big, chunky, sort of manly tech, if that makes sense. So, anyways, what do we got? Any other questions, Ruby K? I did a wraith-faced makeup for Halloween a few years ago. I should find a picture. You should, Ruby K. Oh, Kendra, you says I do remind them of Robin Williams. Well, that's good. That's very good. I don't really see the resemblance. Danny DeVito, maybe. Thanks, Garmer. It's the angle. We just look very small. What happened to all the sets and the props in the series? They shredded them. This is one of my biggest frustrations in film and television, is that when a show is over, unless another show can take it and repurpose it, it just gets shredded, because people don't want other people using their sets, because they don't want them, because it's sort of almost like an intellectual property type thing. They've created these things. How do we then, they don't want them then showing up in another movie, so that one person's paid for, one production is paid for all this beautiful development stuff like they did in Atlantis, and then have it show up in another movie for free, basically. So they tend to just tear it to shreds. There was some stuff we saved from SGU when it went down. I took a bit of stuff there, but even then I used it on another movie, and they shredded it after. They just tossed it out because it was cheaper for them to throw this stuff out than it was to store it. I got back the day after shooting, it was all gone. And I've never been so angry. You've never seen me lose my temper like that, let me tell you. Anyways, you got a Daedalus crystal from a prop vendor at Comic-Con. Is it fake? I have no idea. I honestly have no idea. Yeah, you know why it's too freaking cold? Because you live at the North Pole. Thank you, K. Michael. All Torontonians, I'm sure, will turn on you very quickly on that. Ashland6023 says, I used to work in props and stuff from shows. I'm pretty sure we tried to get props and stuff from this. Oh, really? Oh, that's cool. But none were available. They did an auction of a bunch of stuff near the end of Atlantis. I know I was really miffed because someone walked off with the chair that I had sat in for 5 years, and I felt probably I should have been able to at least keep the little back piece of it, but they sold that as well. So, and you own a piece of the Iris canvas from SG1. Oh, that's cool, Ani Starcat. Ani Starcat has a piece of the Iris. Oh, that is neat. Yeah, an SGA like Disneyland would be very cool. This is the thing. People always want to save stuff when you do these movies and films and stuff. But the reality is a lot of them are very, very large. So storage is expensive. Moving them out is expensive. And at the end of a production, there's no money, right? So I actually wanted to bid. When the SGU was being taken apart, they took bids on companies coming in to remove all of this stuff. And that was just to destroy it. So I thought, well, I'll bid on it, and I'll bid lower than everybody else, and then I'll shoot a little film in the set before it gets torn down, and then we'll take the money to pay for rent, basically, that we would have got for tearing it down, and then we would pull it apart and store it. But trying to find storage space that was affordable, and the manpower required to pull the stuff apart and store it was really difficult. So we saved what we could at the time. But there's only a few things remaining now. Like there's a sconce at the back there. I don't know if you can see that. This is a little sconce at the back by the 3D printer from SGU. There's a chair that I have. I have a big lamp. But that's it. Yeah, I mean, it's very frustrating to me that there's not a, I would have loved to have one of those ZPMs too. That would be really cool. Anyways, okay. What else we got? They should sell everything to earn extra money. Well, they did, Groomf. I mean, that's what they did with Atlantis. They got rid of a whole bunch of that stuff that way. But a lot of it, again, if it's really, really big, it's very difficult to sell it and send it out. Like the cost of actually shipping that stuff would be crazy. So I do not have my wardrobe. What I do have, you should go and grab it. Actually, do you still have the little? Is it in your? Would you get it for us? Oh, that'd be awesome. Okay, Baz is gonna get one thing, and I think you'll get a kick out of it. I hate unresolved cliffhangers. Really. Need a zap gun. That'd be nice. Ironham Discord. Very good. What else we got here? Any other questions from my fine subscriber types? Jean Diata. A lot of people have designs and original prop pieces that can be replicated. Yeah, that's it. I mean, I've got the I've got the orange fleece. You know what's funny is I don't actually have the original orange fleece. While we were shooting that first pilot episode, I bought the same orange fleece from the same company that they bought it from because I just really liked it. So that's how I have that one. And yes, Doika, back out. Atlantis does need to go back to Pegasus. I'd have to agree with that. Regarding SGU, I mean, I really wish I knew at least who planned to survive and yeah, I mean, Jared, it's always frustrating when shows go down before they're done. I mean, when we ended Atlantis, we had been told that there was going to be a movie. We didn't even say goodbye to each other. Like, we were like, see you in a month or whatever, because the intention was that there was going to be a movie. We were going to do a movie, and it was going to all wrap it up, and maybe it could even start a bunch of series of other movies and stuff. So we left thinking there was going to be more. And so we're with you on that. So check this out. I don't think it's going to fit anymore. Oh my God, I can't believe you were that small. Oh my, here, hold up a little, can I hold up a little higher? Look at that. So our amazing wardrobe designer, in I think the last season it was, created these little outfits for all of us. Everyone, they're like mini Taylas, mini Shepherds, mini Ronins, everything. So the only wardrobe I've kept is the Mini Mckay one.
Was this mine?
Yeah, it was yours.
So is that what? Oh my God! It even says Sebastian.
It says Sebastian on it. Yeah. So it's an absolute.
Is this where your flag would
It's
go?
a direct replica. Although that shirt was different than what. I don't think they had a shirt with it.
These pants.
And the pants have little. You're standing in front of the camera. No one can see. So you got the little pockets and everything. So.
Oh my God.
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
Oh my God! And they have another little pocket here.
Yeah. Very, very cool. So this was designed specifically for Baz, and they did the same thing for all the kids, and it was just an absolutely lovely, lovely gesture. Yes. We were very lucky. We had a wonderful crew, wonderful cast, and an amazing bunch of people. And so of the wardrobe, the only thing that's being kept is a tiny mini-me version of the...
Of me.
Yeah, there you go. Mini version of me. There you go. All right, folks. I'm beginning to lose my voice. I've done so much talking, so I think I'm going to wrap this up.
Yeah.
People, thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
We are living in some interesting times, shall we say, so please be safe, be smart. I will try to give you a date for the next one, which will be episode 3, I guess, for some people, or episode 2 for the others. We'll start planning through this together. And again, thank you to everybody who is a Patreon, to everybody who is a subscriber. If you want to get in on if you want me to answer questions and be a little more responsive, perhaps, I've had to focus on subscribers and Patreons because I really want to thank them for what they've done. So if you want to sign up for any of that, please do. They really, really, really appreciate it. And if you just want to help out with me inspiring the next generation of brilliant minds, fantastic. I appreciate it very much. And
Thank you, Stealthy Druid.
so until we geek again,
Cheerio!
cheerio! Thank you all!